last speaker of the part 2 of the program is Mr. Takamitsu Kato. His subject is To help is to be helped. To help is to be helped. Mr. Kato, please.
Thank you for Ms. Chairperson. To help is to be helped. This is Mr. Shoichi Nakata's belief. He went to Bangladesh, Afghanistan, and the Philippines as an agricultural instructor and tried to improve their lifestyle. He says, Japanese support does not work well for them. So we must assist them with more care. Why doesn't it work well? And what should we do? In recent times, Japan has regularly assisted developing nations. For example, in 1991, Japan spent about 21 billion yen on them. But some people say the quality of Japanese support is poor because many products from Japan are not so useful in developing nations. For example, Japan sends many tractors, but these cannot be repaired when they are out of order because there are no spare parts to fix them. Moreover, in some cases, developing nations need to import the products from Japan to get the assistance. In the end, it leads to Japanese benefit and developing nations sacrifice for Japan. Therefore, developing nations feel that Japan is quite selfish. But Japan feels they are implied because they don't seem thankful to Japan for its great cooperation. In this way, a gap between developing nations and Japan has arisen. In 70s and 80s, it caused the campaigns against Japan by various Southeast Asian countries. What is the cause of the gap? In my view, it is Japanese insularity. Insularity means the way of thinking which focuses on one's nation, value, and culture only. Most Japanese don't know foreigners well because they have few chances to meet them. So they cannot consider and understand different cultures and values well. Thus, Japanese insularity forms steadily and impedes the cooperation. Mr. Nakata says, selfish cooperation is merely trouble for developing nations. It is necessary for international cooperation to consider the condition of developing nations. So, Japanese should change their way of thinking and internationalize themselves. Then, why not receive more students from developing nations at Japanese expense? After that, Japanese students would often have contact with foreigners and also different cultures. So they'll notice the existence of other values and points of view. In this way, they would lose their insularity and become good international contributors. Furthermore, students from developing nations would be able to study the Japanese skills too. The aim of international cooperation is to help them to be economically independent. Japan has many excellent skills. So if these skills are improved and adjusted to the situation of developing nations, it will be quite effective in reforming their economy. For instance, the skill to dig wells has already adjusted there. In Japan, the tools of digging are made of fiberglass. But in developing nations, they are made of bamboo. Fiberglass is too expensive to buy. Then, cheap bamboo replaces fiberglass. And at last, people learn to dig wells and retrieve water easily. In this way, the reception of students will benefit both developing nations and Japan. So, the cost of it is not high at all. International cooperation has three factors: products, money, and talents. But it is often said that the Japanese version includes only two of them: products and money. So, if we want to support developing nations seriously, we should cultivate excellent talents. Japan has become one of the world leaders, and the era of Japanese pursuing their own benefit is also over. From now on, we must value the profits of others. This is the task and duty of Japan. Thank you very much.